Hello and welcome back to another episode of That Sound Podcast. And if you love music, you're in the right place. Today we are joined by Eric. Eric, how are you?
Sorry, Gav, how you getting on, dude?
Good, good. We are recovering after a midweek show up in Kilmainham. We didn't bump into each other now, but we were both at Queens of the Stone Age in Kilmainham.
Correct, yeah.
One thing I'd like to start with, Eric, I love that venue, man.
It's a very unique venue. Only every year there's only a select amount of gigs that go on in there, but it is I find it's like an intimate venue. Although I do have my gripes about it with like parking and getting in and out of it, but it's pretty cool with the buildings around and stuff. It's a
Yeah,
very unique venue.
that was only my second time up there, and I was fortunate enough to get front standing for both shows. And I
Yeah,
have to say, the front standing is brilliant. You have a
yeah,
lot of room. You have, your own merch, your own bar. The toilets were never packed. Loads
yeah,
of room. Yes, getting out was a bit of a struggle, but I was at Blink 182 last year, and we went on the bus up, and that was a
yeah.
real pain in the ass getting home. So we said, I made a plan during the week. I'm like, right, let's do this. We'll park in the Red Cow, get the Lewis in, and get out. And it worked out okay until we were traveling home, and then the M50 was closed in Dublin, and we had to actually go through the city coming home. But
Typical, man, typical. Yeah.
yeah, the Lewis is a good job. Trying to park around that venue, I think, would be a nightmare. Where did you end up
Yeah.
parking?
I was very lucky. I know, like I used to live very close to it, a couple of years ago. So I parked at Island Bridge. It's very few car spots. I mean, you're talking 5 to 8 slots. I was like, let's just chance it. We were driving up. There was a slot there. Get in there. And it was about a 10-minute walk, and literally across Island Bridge to Kilmaine from there. But at that, they actually routed everybody right around the air, what's it, the air build or
Yes.
whatever it's called, the air building.
Yeah.
To there. So like it really did make a difference. You still had to walk it for a bit, and then on the way out, we had to walk back, all the way up to Houston, then over to Island Bridge. So it was
Bit of
still
a
a bit of
crack.
a walk, regardless of where
And
you
was there
parked.
much was there much traffic leaving then?
No, there wasn't, man. We were very lucky. Like I said, we were at Island Bridge, and then we just spun off up through Castleknock there,
Oh
and
yeah.
then we bypassed part of the M50 where the toll is, and then we were straight on the M50. But there was no block, there was nothing shut down. We literally very lucky
Yeah.
the route we went out.
It was just the Red Cow exit, I think, that was blocked. But
Typical, yeah, typical.
yeah, yeah. So we got in. Did you happen to catch any of the support bands?
I caught the second support act, and they took place for a meal in the Sniffers.
Yes, the
Um,
Cliffords.
the Cliffords, that's what they're called. Yeah, I thought they were pretty cool,
I
man.
thought they
They're
were
plugged in.
very, very good. I was,
Yeah.
very
Then
surprised. I thought,
your one, she kind of the front girl of the band. She had a cool image about her. She was pretty rocking.
yeah, a bit of
She
swagger
reminded me of
about
like
it.
Florence Pugh or something. She had a kind of real
Yes,
unique look to her.
it's funny you say that. That came up in conversation with us. It was like a mix of Alanis Morissette and Florence.
Yeah,
Got that,
yeah,
and she had a cool vibe, and it was a great story that she told as well. Like, only a year ago they were playing inside Cork, and next minute they were playing. They got this, like you
yeah.
said.
It's amazing to see. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like. I'm not sure what happened there with Emil and the Sniffers. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but because it was the last minute they pulled out. But in
yes,
fairness to that band, they stepped in, they had presence, they brought some good rocking music, and they didn't let the crowd down. So I thought they were pretty good.
yeah. I have to say, well said. Yeah, I really enjoyed them. I really, really enjoyed it, and their sound was pretty good as well.
Yeah, it
Um,
was pretty good, man.
so then, Queens of the Stone Age. Before we get into the show, have you seen them before? Were we at the show in the
Yeah,
Three Arena or?
I was at the Tree Arena gig there last year. That was an amazing gig. I seen them 2 or 3 times before that, so I'm a bit of a fan.
Right.
I really enjoyed the gig. Now there was a lot of songs that they played on the set list. I don't know if you saw the set list that was going around, but they completely veered off on the night. They done their own thing, which shows that you could really tell the band were happy to be in Ireland
Yes.
playing music again. Like they said it 5 or 6 times throughout the night. What a beautiful city! Ireland is incredible. And I remember that the gig in the Tree Arena they done a homage to what's your man from the Pogues that just recently died.
Oh, Shane McGarn.
Shane down. But
Yeah.
like that, they're really big on the Irish kind of culture and saying about, with poets are dead, everyone's just, whoever's remaining is his assholes or something. It was funny
Yes,
that he
yes,
said, like,
yes. He definitely has an aura about him, and we spoke off air. Even you know, just going back, I think the last time that I seen Queens of the Stone Age, I think was Slain 2003.
yeah, I saw them at Reading Festival. I saw them at Oxygen.
Maybe I seen him
And
in.
then
Do you remember what year Oxygen was?
was it 2009 or 2008? I think it was, or '06 maybe. God, I
May-
can't remember, man. It's a
Yeah,
blur, but
yeah,
they
maybe.
were on at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the day. You know what I mean? Like, and it was amazing. They're out with their. It was like it was like Lullabies to Paralyze or something album was out at the time. Like,
I did see them. I was at that one. Yeah, yeah. Like you said, it's a bit of a blow.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, no, brilliant. Like you touched on there, the set list. I actually got my hands on a set list at the end of the show, which was pretty damn
Fair
cool.
play to him,
You
man.
said,
Fair play to him.
yeah, there was definitely some changes, but okay, Clifford's go off, set change, Queens of Stone Age take the stage. I don't know about you, but I'm in right front and center. Josh walks out, man, and like you said off
He's
air, rock star, hands
Yeah,
in the
he's
pocket,
pure presence.
just strolled out
Yeah.
like it was, a walk in the park.
He's a very cool. Like every time I see him, he looks different. He's like a chameleon or something. He always looks like his hair is always done different. He's different style or whatever. But he
Yes,
has that kind of presence. It's like a rock star presence,
100%.
And I was saying to you before this, he's like the modern day Jim Morrison or something. He just comes
Yeah.
out the way he sings, the way he plays. He has this thing about him. He's just brilliant. He's really cool guy.
I was very impressed by the entire band as well. Like it was a guitar fest, and as for the
Yeah.
drummer as well, I felt
Oh
like the
yeah.
drummer didn't get his flowers. He was kind of in the background, and the band didn't really jam with him too much. He was just there for a job.
Yeah.
But I
That's
thought,
actually that drummer. I'm not sure if you're aware. He played for what do they call it? Name's gonna escape me now.
yeah, Luke was telling me, it's kind of
It's have to leave me. I'll come back in a second, man. I'll come
yeah,
back in a
yeah.
second.
But
But
man, does he hit hard? Oh my
he's an
God!
amazing drummer. He's an incredible drummer. I mean, like stepping into the shoes of, we know Dave Grohl played on the album Songs to
Yes,
the Deaf, but I mean, like let's not forget about the other drummers that were in there before. Like they had big shoes to fill, and man, they play really really good songs.
yeah, the guy from
Really
Danzig,
good
wasn't it?
songs.
Wasn't he playing with Danzig? What was his name? He played after Grohl. He toured after Grohl. Wasn't there a reformation of like a Danzig? What was his name? The guy with the long enough black hair. Oh shit.
No, not sure.
Uh,
Not sure, man.
can't just think. But yeah, really, really serious guitarists. Like they were flawless. There was one bump in the road. I think they made a little boo boo before Make It With You. I think it might have been the drummer actually. The count was a little fast or something.
They came. Well, like, they came in nice drum intro to the song. I knew straight away. I whipped out the phone. I knew what song they're playing. I
Yeah,
could
yeah,
tell by the drum beat.
yeah,
But yeah, just a nice little drum intro interval. But yeah, it was a little bit, I don't know, maybe slow or
yeah.
something. Then the band all kicked
I
in.
think
Then
I actually watched because I was pretty damn close, and Josh gave him the death stare, and he was like, I'm sorry. Shit happens.
yeah,
It's live music.
yeah,
But
yeah,
overall, I thought, yeah, the sound was brilliant. I thought the set list was brilliant. At the end, the last song, just jumping towards the end, and we can work our way back. With the songs for the dead, the mosh pit was insane.
yeah.
Insane.
I'll tell you a very funny story actually, man. While they were playing that song, right? Yeah, well, so everybody, like, yourself, you go to a gig, you bump into loads of people. But anyways, I went to the gig with my brother and one of my mates, and met my cousin there, my cousin Stephen, and his mate Wayne. And the two of them are lovely lads. They'd never start a fight, nothing like that. But like that, we were together the whole night, enjoying the songs, just vibing on the songs, not even moshing. Like,
Hmm.
and then, they start the songs for the deaf. I think they just finished off with Go with the Flow, and some fella came around and he was like bumping, he was bumping into everybody, and he was looking for trouble, not looking for a mosh, but he was looking for trouble. So my cousin and his mate Wayne, they're like, whatever, fuck off, like, stop, wait, go over there, like, we're not interested, we're right the gig.
Yeah.
And your man starts getting in Wayne's face, and then all of a sudden, like, your man is about to swing for Wayne. I mean, cousin just grabs him because of the big lads, just grabs him and puts him down on the ground. He's like, you. get the hell out of here. I will not, like he
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
completely diffused the fight. He's like, boom, just threw him away. You know what I mean? And like, did you ever be at a gig? You're so into it, and you're like, what the hell is going on here?
I
Like, you know what I
know.
mean? And then all of a sudden, the drum, he's playing the drums for, while all of this is happening. And we're like, what
Yeah,
is
I,
going
I,
on?
I did notice that there was a lot of people fairly drunk at this for a Wednesday.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah,
there's a lot of people I bumped into from like Cork and Tipperary and Belfast, and there was actually a lot of people from England. Um,
right, yeah,
I was
yeah,
actually chatting to a couple of guys from Belfast who followed them around Europe on a few shows, and at the end,
yeah,
they said, like you just said, they were like, hands down, this is the best one. Yeah, the
yeah,
energy,
yeah.
the crowd. You could tell by the band, like you said, that they were enjoying it. The
They're
fact,
really into it there.
yeah,
Yeah, I
there was
mean, there's something
so
about
much.
it. The
Yeah,
fact, like, I think it was like what song was like, hold on, I just have to set this in front of me here, dude. They played. Let me see. Straight Jacket Fitting.
mm,
Um, they played that song, and Josh jumps into the crowd,
just
and there's
beside
a
me.
real Jim Morrison moment. Like I don't know about you, but he like the way he was like it was almost poetry. He was just
Yeah,
like rambling on like all
yeah.
this stuff, and like he was like messing around the crowd. He probably went over near you.
He was right
You were
beside me.
saying,
He was right
yeah,
beside me.
yeah, you were right at the front for that man. We were all watching. We were all like, with our phones or whatever, like watching this. But like madman, and he starts trying to like pull down it like
Yeah, like
barricade and all. Like
I could see the security and the security like, well, come on, get out. And he's like, I don't care. I'm gonna die soon anyway. And like you said,
yeah,
that's just like Jim Morrison. Like it was
all
really
Jim
that
Morrison
aura.
moments. Yeah,
And he walked up, it was nobody with him. He was just
no,
bouncing through the crowd. On that topic, I don't know if you noticed when he threw the microphone.
yeah. I saw that. He just threw it into the crowd.
Dude, I swear to God, I know everybody says this, right? But he looked at me, asked Luke, right? He looked at me because I'm pretty tall, right? And he went like this first. And I went like this. And he goes,
Yeah.
and he pegged it, right? And it was right at me. It was right there. And I caught it on my these two fingers bent back. And somebody snapped it out of my hand and like put it in the
Oh my
pocket
God.
and ran. Like I had it
That's
in my
that's
hand.
we were all laughing. We were like, someone's at the running off of that mic.
But you could hear it. Boom, boom, boom. You could hear it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But yeah, what a definitely a great shout. Like definitely Morrison vibes completely. Like
yeah, totally, man. Yeah,
I I know he's had his problems in the past with alcohol and stuff, but I think he might have hit a wobble in the road maybe.
yeah,
Because it looked like he walked off stage with a bottle of tequila, and I did see
yeah.
some footage.
I was drinking wine and smoking and all, like,
Yeah,
yeah. And I know he got over was a cancer, like in the throat or something he had.
yeah, yeah.
And he's still smoking, like he probably just doesn't give a fuck, like.
No, he doesn't give a shit. He's a complete rock star, and I'd say somebody said to me, like, would you be surprised if something happened to him down the line? I think that's the kind of aura and the energy that he has is he's just a complete rock star and he's going to ride it out to whatever way it goes. And that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah. One of the guys was saying that, like, I think my brother was with us and his first time ever seeing them. But he was like, you don't need to know the songs to get the vibe for Queens of Stone Age. They're gonna play some of the hits, but the rest of the songs, like, he's so secure. The way he just carries the song and the band,
mm,
like the music that they're playing, it's very technical music in my opinion. Like what they're playing, there's three or four guitars
mm.
going, the drums that are going, like
And
it's not like your standard rock bands.
he plays a lot of lead too.
Oh, he does. He does a lot of the guitar solos. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're real different guitar sound. I think.
And then he pulled out the piano with that vampire song.
Yeah,
One song that really stood out for me, I
yeah.
think, was
That's the
um,
song. The vampire of time and memory, is it or
yeah,
something like that? It's called.
that's it. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
I Sat by the Ocean. I think that's a brilliant song.
tune, tune. That
Uh,
whole album, man. I like their new album is fantastic.
mm,
Like a lot of the songs on it. Like when I saw them in the Tree Arena, like that, they were touring the new album, and especially now they didn't play the song unfortunately, but the song "If I Had a Tail."
yes.
Fantastic song, and I was hoping because they did. I was looking at Setlist FM, and I was like, oh, they're playing it in other places. I hope they're going to play it tonight, but they
Yeah.
didn't. I was like, but they still played my Goddess the Sun and
Yeah. To be
Sat by
honest,
the Ocean. Great songs.
yeah, I wouldn't be overly familiar with the newest album. My Baby was the Songs for the Deaf. That was
Yeah,
my
songs for
one.
that.
And
Yeah.
then
You know every song of that album. You know every song is a hit. Like you know.
I've said it before. I think that's definitely in my top. It's definitely my top 10, possibly my top five albums ever.
Yeah.
It's just
Brilliant.
like we said before, them albums that stick with you when you're younger. That was
Yeah.
amazing when that came out. That was a breath of fresh air in the
Yeah.
2000s, when the new metal stuff was coming out. This was different. This was
It was
different.
very different. Yeah, I remember Big on Kerrang. I remember Dave Grohl just being everywhere that year. He was with
Yeah,
Tenacious D. He was with Foo Fighters. He was with Queens of Stone Age. I think he done a song with Lemmy. He
yeah.
was everywhere. You know, the man was everywhere. Like,
I definitely give it a big maybe 8, 9 out of 10 for that show. It was one of the better ones I've seen this year. I'm not sure about yourself, but
yeah,
where would you rank it in the shows that you've seen so far?
yeah, it's definitely in my top five
Yeah,
gigs that I went to this year. It was just fantastic. Like I said, there was besides the fight thing that happened, but we just laughed it off and walked out no better.
yeah,
But besides that crap that happened, I mean, the band were solid. The sound was brilliant at the gig. Like
brilliant.
for an open, you know yourself, opener gigs, oh, sound mightn't be the best. It was
Yeah,
perfect level. It wasn't too loud. It wasn't too washy.
yeah.
You know, I
There's
had
no,
front standing like yourself. I was front standing, and I thought the sound was fantastic.
yeah,
The rain held off. You know what I mean?
yes,
And it looked like it was on an absolute pour. Like the
yeah. It
clouds.
did. Did there was no wind. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Even Josh said that a few times. Like he's like, this weather is fantastic. It's perfect for gigs. But
Yeah, it was savage. It
yeah, it
was
was a
savage.
great show.
Some of the highlights for me now, yeah, like that. Go with the flow, make it with you, songs to the dead. You know, no one knows. Second song in, and then a lot of the stuff off the new album. My God, it's the Sun, Sat by the Ocean, fantastic songs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Even after the gig there, I was working on Friday. So I was stuck on the album while I was working away. I was like, this is brilliant band. Just like every song is like they've so many hits. They probably
yeah.
can't even squeeze them all in.
Yeah, I was actually chatting to that guy from Belfast, and he was saying, okay, they might finish with the last three every night, but that middle section,
Yeah,
God knows
they
what.
do
It's
their
not,
own thing.
it's not a rinse and repeat set list. It's God knows,
They're
whatever.
asking the crowd on one stage, "What do you want to hear?" Like I think it was after they don't make it with you. Like
Yeah,
there's a real good vibe. And Josh is like, what do you guys want to hear?
yeah,
And he's like going around to everyone. You want to hear this? You want to hear this? You want to hear this? And
yeah.
then they done that song, Straight Jacket Fitting, and
And
like
she had a little
it was
poster. She
the
actually
song of
reached,
the night.
yeah, she
They
actually
really
reached out
raised
to
the
me.
bar.
She reached out to me on Instagram, that girl. She had the poster and she thought that I had video footage of it. But
Yeah,
yeah, she was delighted with that too. But yeah, because on the set list that I got, it says Mexicoli, and they didn't even play that on the set list. So
yeah,
they went
yeah,
completely off it.
yeah,
But
yeah. They're done their own thing. Yeah.
excellent show. What else have you got coming up this year, Eric?
Yeah, I've two more gigs for the year, but my brother's trying to rope me into going to see another two, so I'll probably have four gigs. But I'm going to see, no, not as in the same vein as Queens of Stone Age. We're going to see a band called Bell X1. They're an
Okay.
Irish band from Dublin.
Yeah.
Myself and the wife are really big into them. Bit more indie kind of vibe, stripped back. But they're playing the National Concert Hall, and we saw them there years ago. It's fantastic, like
Yeah.
unbelievable gig. And then we're also going to see Hans Zimmer in November.
Me too.
So. Oh, you got tickets,
Got
then
to.
man. Yeah, give us a shout. Actually, I'll meet up with you in Dublin that day for a bite or a drink
I
or something.
can't wait for that, man. I'm actually going
Yeah,
with my mom. She got me them. So I'm really looking forward to that, man.
savage man, savage. Yeah, I've my first time going to see him now. I'll bring the box of tissues up and told. I've
I,
been warned.
I was just going to say that I'll be an
Yeah,
emotional wreck, man. That
yeah,
that that music, I don't know what it does to me, man. I
that's
just think,
perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. It's very moving.
yeah.
My brother, he's a massive Wheatus fan. I don't know if you remember Wheatus from
Oh
the
yeah.
from the. He always goes to see them, and he's like, I have to go see them, bro. So I'm gonna go see Wheatus with my brother in November. And then we're
What?
talking about going to see Drowning Pool in they're playing in the Academy, I think, in
Where?
October. Yeah,
That the one? Let the bodies hit the.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Famous from all the wrestling years and that.
Yeah.
But the new singer, I think actually, did you ever heard of a band called Soil?
Yes.
That's the singer in Drowning Pool now. He sang for Soil, and I
Right.
believe in Spine Shank. Remember them? New Disease. They're a very new metal kind of sound band.
Yeah.
They're supporting as well, so that'd be interesting. So I want to try and get tickets for that now and go to that as well,
Ugh.
bro.
Yeah, I just have Hans Zimmer and I think I have Turnstile. Yeah,
Oh, Turnstile, yeah, yeah. I saw this tickets available, so I might end up jumping on that, which as well.
yeah,
I see
yeah,
they moved the date to November, so I have
yeah.
a gig on Halloween night, and they moved it now to
To the
November 1st.
Saturday.
So
Yeah, yeah. Myself and Rob's going. So yeah, yeah. And then next year, yeah, next year's a busy year. Next year's a busy year.
you
We'll,
move here, I disappeared, aren't you, with
yeah,
Metallica?
yeah.
Yeah, man, Jesus.
Yeah, and then we have president as well. Actually, yeah, got to hook you up for that. But thanks very much for coming on. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant show. If you're going to catch Queens of Stone Age on the rest of the tour, I think they've only two or three left on the European show. You're in for a
Yeah,
great night.
yeah.
Thanks for listening, and remember, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out, and we catch you in the next one.